Jumping the gun continues. Yeah, and I used gun. I love using gun in my titles, thumbnails, and description. Get over it, bitches. Get over it. Because I'm sick of tired of people saying, Max, you can't talk about this. Max, stop talking about this. And now, the same people that said I can't stop talking about Zack Snyder are frustrated when I keep talking about James Gunn. Shut up. Shut up. I'm going to talk about James Gunn anytime I want to because he's relevant, he's talented, and I am a fan. So suck it, haters. And I'm not the hater. You are. But to get more into this topic, what I mean by WB's history of jumping the gun continues is not just the Snyderverse. It's where they move forward too fast. They move forward too fast, and even though the Flash looks amazing, the Flash looks really great from the trailer, we are back where we started. James Gunn is handing out L's to everyone. Handing out L's to everyone. Thank you, Bell Reeve. I appreciate the support. And this isn't just the history with the Snyderverse. This is history of Warner Brothers with DC. We keep moving forward too fast. Faster than the Flash. Everything was coming together again in a different scenario with Supergirl. And it's not just the Snyderverse characters that are not going to continue. Now it's the Hamadaverse. And I've been consistent. I say restore even Batgirl, and I would even say at this point restore the Hamadaverse. But we're sidestepping that too. And nothing. Why have I used this background? Seeing that trailer was great, but I have so many mixed emotions, especially knowing that there is another movie out there that's almost complete with Michael Keaton as Batman and Leslie Grace as Batgirl. And seeing that joy that Sasha Calle got, and we're not going to give her a chance either, is extremely frustrating. And how many characters just do not get a continuation? It's extremely frustrating. Now, I don't know for sure James Gunn's not going to use Sasha Calle for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, but it doesn't look like it. No, I'm not falling for anything. I'm going to see it. I'm open to it, but everyone's cheering this on. It's like I consistently want to see people get their fair share and get a chance to continue across the board. We don't know. We don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. If James Gunn comes out and people love Sasha Calle and The Flash is $1 billion movie and people love her rendition of Supergirl and he just says, that's just not my Supergirl, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I am tired of this history of characters just not even getting a chance. There's so many characters that we don't get to. I'm sick of it. If we get another character introduced and she does great in this trailer, and this really makes me want to see Batgirl with Michael Keaton and Leslie Grace. And they might, you know, what? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes. Now everyone's asking, yeah, Brian, everyone's asking for Hamada burgers. Everyone's asking for Hamada burgers. And listen, Little Movie Perp knows from the beginning, I'm like, I've been consistent. I don't want any projects to get canceled, especially if they're mostly done. I want to see them. So I'm getting sick of this. Where are you gonna stick that finger? Right up there. Okay? That was a big, I know it is. It's a big hand and a big FU to if they don't give Sasha Coley a chance. You know? And I'm just gonna be sick of hearing that this is just not the one for the story. I'm sick of that. Okay, Cavill, I understand. Cavill's been in a lot of films. Not you, Sasha Coley, Supergirl? Behave? I'm not going to behave. I'm sick of this. No. What if she sucks? Then, well, I mean, that's subjective. Everyone with thunderous applause. Yes, reboot. I don't like. It's a bunch of children. It's a bunch of children. How? It doesn't look that way, Saggy. It does not look that way. Okay, it does not look that way. Rel says if the movie is great, I'll take a triple Hamada burger with extra cheese. Yeah, see? I really want to see Batgirl after this. And it was starting to, what do I mean a history of jumping the gun? It was everything starts to come together. They pivot reactionary and they change everything. So, just like when the Justice League or the Snyder Cut happened, they pivoted there. Okay. And just as things were coming together with Black Adam and the Flash, they got rid of Hamada. Things were starting to come together. And regardless if you liked Black Adam or not, you had the JSA there and you had the Flash. They were developed and made around a similar time. And it was all starting to come together again. And now you're sidestepping two. You're sidestepping two universes. In the hopes of, we'll wrap it up at some point. We'll bring it all together again. I doubt, I think you'll get to another point where you'll just do the same thing. A history of sidestepping and changing things. And right when you're at the launch pad, you panic. Right when you start this is why I said put a ring on it, Warner Brothers. Put a ring on an idea and stick with it. Don't blame DC fans for not showing up when we know you cold feet every time and you run from the wedding. Make a commitment and stick to it. Stop blaming fans for your lack of commitment. Stop blaming fans. This is why there's no confidence. Every single freaking time you get there, you're ready to say I do, you run away. Zero commitment, and that's why there is zero confidence. It's extremely frustrating. Now, I will say this right now so you don't call me a hater. I'm going to see the Flash movie because it looks exciting. It looks on par as to what was happening with the Snyder Cut. But again, they got cold feet. No one's getting a chance, and there's too many loose ends everywhere. So it's extremely frustrating. And that's just how I feel. And I'm not going to censor myself or worry about everyone's feelings about how, oh no, Max is a hater. No, Max is obsessed with the Snyder Cut. Well, I am. I am. But no, I just want to see some follow through. It's in this bullshit to end, this BS to end, where they don't follow, they just keep scooting past everything. Well, that's over. That's over. Nothing has time to breathe, you know? And that's just my initial thoughts on this. It's the history of jumping the gun. It goes back to the OG Batman movies with Michael Keaton, Batman Returns, then Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. Now, in retrospect, I can enjoy them now for what they are. But they should have stuck with Keaton and did what he wants. Every single time they get 2 movies in. Sell Movie Madness to Netflix? Absolutely. I would love to be on Netflix. I'm not saying Gunn. I'm saying the executives that hired Gunn. I'm saying Max, Brian. The executives that hired Gunn, right before they get to the launch pad of something else, they set everything up, all the pieces to get together. It's like all the pieces to get together, and then some asshole comes and tips the puzzle board, the puzzle pieces. Well, that didn't work. It's like someone pulling the Jenga piece and just like, you know, every single time. I missed the super chat. Where? Oh, okay. RJ was right. Deepfake Chris Reeves Superman cameo. That might be right, CJH. That might be right. And thank you for the support. Okay. That's the first topic. I told you I was going to bring them in hot. I'm letting loose on these solo streams. Letting loose. Thank you, Bruce, for you stand by mass. It has so happened, Brian,